people are still going through this same thing. A lot of people are still doing this, are going through this under the umbrella of this thing called marriage. Whether sister-in-laws will come for me, I don't care. Whether brothers-in-law or family members, village people will come for me, I don't bloody care. But guys, trust me, even if you be egg, in this situation you will break at this point in time. What is that story? Today is Sunday, right? On a normal, I'm supposed to be in bed by this time, but if I no share this story, thing go dey pinch my body. If I'm sleeping, I'll be quarreling in my sleep. So I don't want to fight my ancestors in my dream. I want to have a peaceful weekend. I want to have a fresh week. So what is that? A lady reached out to me and she said, my husband gave my CS money to her sister. I am pregnant, heavily pregnant, and I from the beginning I knew I was going to deliver through CS, which is cesarean section. And I told my husband about it. He's a typical traditional man, as he claimed. He said, God forbid that his child will not come through CS, that a real child should come through normal delivery. David Barry, good evening. Ayo, good evening. Please, which one is true normal delivery? Which one is true child? Which one is original and fake child? The man said that original child supposed not to come through CS, that child supposed to be giving birth normal through VG. How? And this woman have known from the onset that the husband is not going to support her in any way. She started saving up some money. She have saved up to 400K. I don't know how much surgery costs in Nigeria. Of course, it doesn't have fixed price, and you're going to pay by yourself, right? It doesn't have fixed price. And maybe it's private hospital. Even if it is government hospital, you are still going to foot your bills. Every single thing, down to hand gloves, that the doctors and nurses are going to be using to attend to you will be provided by you, the patient, right? We all know how it goes. And this lady has started saving up. She saved 400K in her personal and private account. And on the during her EDD, expected date of delivery, right? The brother gave her, completed the money for her. She didn't mention how much was the total package, but she had 400K and her brother completed the money for her. Being in pain and in hospital bed, she gave her wonderful husband. Exactly, it depends on on the high level of the hospital, whether government or military hospital or private. It depends on their standard. It doesn't have fixed price. The woman in labor, in pain, the woman have, you know how it is. Sometimes somebody that is meant to deliver through CS, they still have labor, and it's when they get to the hospital they will stop the contraction, I mean to say. So when she started having contraction, she gave her husband her ATM card, so that when they get to the hospital, this man will pay for the hospital bills, a deposit as usual. And the woman was still being checked in, and she started receiving alert. I don't know what the sister-in-law needed the money for, but at this point it's stinkingly none of my business. That thing almost unalive my friend here in the state. Tradition buy you for there, no be small one. Wait, oh, the gist is still hanging. The woman started receiving alert while she still not yet rolled in, while she was still waiting at the receptionist. She started receiving alert, and all of a sudden the whole money disappeared. Mr. Precious, good evening. The whole money disappeared into thin air, and she checked the she checked the account number where the money was going. It was her sister-in-law's account, right? At that point she couldn't do anything much, and she had to call her brother. Of course, the hospital refused to attend to her until she pay up that money, until she paid deposit. Hospital refused to attend to her. Nobody accepted to touch her, the nurses and everything. We all know how it is in Nigeria. Nobody agreed to touch her until she paid her deposit. And getting to that place, she became stranded and frustrated. She had to call her elder brother. This same brother of hers that completed the money for her, the guy came to the hospital and had to give his car as collateral so that they will be able to attend to the sister, so that she won't lose the sister. Hmm. Hey God. And of course they start attending to the woman because there is something to hold on to, right? And the man, after the birth of that child, the man took law enforcement officer, they took police to the man house. First of all, arrested him. Arrested him, took him to the sister's house, where the owner of that account that the whole money was transferred to. They took them there, got hold of the woman, and transferred every penny that was transferred into her account, which was supposed to be the full payment for the hospital bill and for the operation and for the CS. Guys, and the man got arrested. Ademola, good evening and happy new month to you. And the man got arrested. People of God, from that place, that woman gave birth to that child. She not only gave birth to that child, to God be the glory, mother and child survived. Mother and child survived, but the husband, that was the end of that marriage. And people are calling her all sorts of names. Thank you, sister. I'm grateful. People are calling this woman all sorts of names. Now, in my own humble opinion, the brother did the right thing. The man doesn't deserve such child. You don't even know what that child will become in future. But that at that point, the baby's life is not only at stake, the mother's life is also at stake. For me, when I finished reading the story, I told her in private, I told her, as far as I, Loretta, is concerned, there is nothing like likeness in that situationship, because she wasn't in a relationship. In that situationship, there is nothing like, no atom of likeness. Talk more of love. I don't even understand how my gender go see person wey no like you go dey dream of love. If there is no likeness, likeness give birth to love. If I no like you, I no go develop love for you. How you go dey with man for house? You e be like say people no dey understand where they dey inside, where they are into situationship, and they will mistake it to be relationship. Please, enough is enough. How can you be pregnant? The man that got you pregnant, your sperm donor, because this one is not worthy to be a father. As far as I'm concerned, that man is not worthy to be a father. He got you pregnant. The moment he had the baby is to be delivered through CS, and it's for the benefit, it's for the sake of your life and the life of that unborn child that is going to bear that man name. That man is not a man, but man, ewu. The child that is going to bear his name, that is not going to bear the woman's name, the child that is going to carry his generation. And he said that child is not a real child. He did not, that woman did not got pregnant through IVF. He donated, in fact, he's, at this point, I refer to him as her sperm donor. He donated the sperm. The woman did him the honor of carrying the fetus till that last moment. And he opened his stinking mouth, his gutter mouth, to say that the child is not a real child, like na dumb baby. How? Because of say dem go born that pikin through CS. That is why the child is not a real child. And the sister that you go and give the money, she's a real human being. Maybe now it's business that woman wants to use that money to go and start. So he has decided to favor his sister at the detriment of another person's life. Not your money. Oh. Number one, he did not even give this woman penny. Good evening, Ray. He did not give this woman penny for that operation. He did not contribute anything during the antenatal period. He did not even buy anything for this woman. She got everything by herself, starting from the razor blade down to hospital list. Every hospital bill list was provided by this woman. But one thing that the brother did that gave me joy is that he not only fought for the sister now that she's still alive. The man took her out of the hospital after giving up his own private car. He's got a family, right? After giving up his car for collateral for the sister to be attended on. That was the end of that marriage. The brother took the sister away straight from the hospital. That lady did not step her feet in the man's house again. The lady did not step her feet in the man's house again, but rather to the brother's home, of which the entire family member welcomed her. And that baby is not is they not only take the child away from the family, they welcome that baby as the family of the bride, of the woman. At this point, she just decided to share this way so that her heart will be free. If there's any condemnation on her actions, the man said, the Ewu said, the mayor, like I call him sister, the mayor said that the children that were given birth through said they are not real child. You see, tradition. If you come in contact with any man that carries tradition on the head like house, nne run. If you come in contact with a woman that carries tradition or pastorism on their head like house, run for your dear life. When I was growing up, when I was still in secondary school, I think I was in JS3 or SS1 then. I met my elders. Our second one was living in one particular compound somewhere after Okoko with this woman. This woman, she was attending watchman. I don't even know if she's still in that church or if she's still even alive till now. That woman got her son got sick. There was money. Even their landlord then provided money for this man to take the son to hospital. She said no, that the God she served, the God of her pastor, forbids it, that God is going to heal the child. That her God, her pastor told her that God heals the sick with water. That was miracle, na true ba? How is your faith? Do you have that faith in God? If you want your God to God of your pastor to heal your child with water, what God is she serving? Before our own very eye, this baby boy kpai in that woman hand. The pikin kpai for in the woman's hand. Not that there is no money. The husband was capable then. Even the landlord provided car and everything, all because of church. This one now, had it been the woman's brother did not come to her aid, had it been the brother or the family of these people and remain in your husband's house, whether you want end you or you go still proceed you, I be patient. At the end of the day, we'll see what we can do about it. This woman would have kpai and her child would have kpai also. I've seen one of my friends then, her mother-in-law said she went to the hospital to ask the doctors to induce labor for her. I mean, fine, they induced labor, right? She said 9 months is 38 weeks is not enough to carry a child. This one is not soap opera. It was not a super story. Before my very eye, this mother-in-law said that she used to carry during her days, her pregnancy used to last up to 1 year. And I lowered my voice and asked my friend, your mother-in-law na elephant, how is she? God abeg, what is really happening in this world? I don't know. How your mother-in-law na elephant wey dey carry pregnancy for 1 year? This pikin don reach. You can see the lady was having serious contraction. Jesus loves me and he died for me, but he did not say I should stop going to the hospital. If Jesus and God does not want me to go to hospital and they want me to sick in the house and get well in the house, they wouldn't have given the doctors, the nurses, the knowledge, the pharmacists, the researchers, the scientists. They will not give them the wisdom, the knowledge they acquire to produce and provide medical help for us. I mean, how can you open your eyes? You see death. Have you been in the situation of death? You can't see. You will see your ancestors. You will see your great grandpapa wey you no even know how him face look like. If your mama don kpai, na that day you go see your mama stand for your front. If na mama wey no first like you before, she go dey tell you say, come my pikin, come my pikin, come make we dey go, here no be your word. But if na mama wey like you, wey know say this pikin never fulfill destiny for life, when you wan go cross that the other world, the kind king wey she go take flog you. I don't know if you have experienced it o, but me, I don experience am. Nobody pursue me go back o, but in that word I was so confused. I don't even know what I was doing. Don't, they say do not try your God. You wan try God wey there is solution for CS. This thing that I'm telling you, that the mother-in-law said she went to ask them to induce labor for her. The baby has exceeded 40 weeks. She was supposed to give birth normal full pregnancy calculation. Is it not 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after? She has exceeded her 40 weeks. She was actually in her 42 weeks. Her mother-in-law say it was right to carry the pregnancy for 1 year. They started forcing this lady to give birth. They started forcing this lady to give birth like yesterday, and I came the next day, which has passed 24 hours, which was almost 24 hours. It hasn't passed, because I asked her, when did you go to the, she said yesterday morning. She was over 20 hours in labor and no progress. I asked her, why not opt for say her mother-in-law will not be happy with her. I asked her, shey ori ogbeni, you dey craze, you dey kolo, your mother-in-law wey don do im own finish, na you dey lis ten to. You don want them to say you are not woman enough. Abeg, na who woman enough don help? At the end of the day o, the hospital where this lady wan born, the thing just be like one fowl house. You know this kind eye house with one door wey the window dey the back, and long passage, L apartment. In that hospital where they wan stay born, they don have better generator. They only have tiger generator. I better pass my neighbor. You know, so if you dey hear tiger generator, e dey grade by grade. Maybe na big one, but generally tiger generator na I better pass my neighbor. Student generator. That was what these hospital people had at that moment. And big lantern. Mary Vivian, you're welcome. And big lantern for C-section. At this point, I am not a medical personnel. I am not a nurse. Neither am I anything that has to do with medical. But if you look at the pregnant woman that moment, you can clearly see that, good evening sis, you can clearly see that this baby is struggling to come out. The woman pelvic was so small, it wasn't opening. According to the doctor, said that her husband was way bigger than her. There is no way she could give birth to that baby normal. But the first hospital she went, they said this even went as far as struggling to borrow doctor from another hospital, from medical center, but they were unable to get anyone. And at the end of the day, they have to take out of that place to St. Emmanuel Hospital. If you're anywhere around Lagos State, around Aswani area, you will know where St. Emmanuel Hospital is, behind Aswani. That was where they eventually took this lady to. I was supposed to go home that day. I have to follow them. There was hold up as usual. We have to fly bike. We flew bike that day. We got to that place because of say na private hospital, with the help of one man, their village community town meeting chairman. That man used his influence. As they were doing the paperwork, they've taken this lady to theater to show you the how close she was to the grave. Do you know, before they finish this emergency serere they are doing in the hospital, they've cut this lady open. Before they even touch her, they first of all attended to the baby. Lucy, no problem. And if you see this baby temperature at that moment, this baby has eaten his own feces. He has drank the water from the water that's protected him from the belly. The baby was already infected before he was brought out. If you see this baby temperature, you see this ring light, you know how to reach. Imagine where hospital brought out a baby from the mother's womb. First of all, attended to the child, because the baby's lifespan was just like this. You see this space in my hand, that another finger no fit pass. It was very tiny. That baby survived divinely. And they brought the baby out. where the father and the village chairman, community chairman, was still at having paperwork downstairs for emergency admission because they were not using the hospital before. I was upstairs with the baby already. They brought the baby out. They needed somebody to carry the baby. The kind, when building is well projected, the breeze that comes from that window, they have to open the window, and I sat there with this baby so that the temperature will be calmed. Imagine say, na after much shouting, after screaming, and in fact I had to go to the extent of telling these people, if anything happen to this girl, I will tell the entire family member and the community that you people intentionally kpai their child. That was what caused a commotion. And at that moment, their village chairman have heard that this woman is in labor. So town union now sent him as a delegate to go and see, because they kind of, I don't know how they relate in that place, but the man was a delegate. When he got there, he said, if you see how this man screamed and asked the husband, he said, are you okay? Why will you leave your wife here? Because the hospital now is stone throw to their house. And I asked the lady, is this place, is this where you've been coming for antenatal? She said yes. Now here, your mind, your soul, spirit and body accept to born pikin? She said yes. I didn't say, you know well. You know well. It was the moment I started agitating, as God will have it. God now sent this their town union chairman. The man now came and joined me. They said I was trying to tear their family apart. Imagine innocent me, or where they try save life. I stood accused. No problem. But my joy is that somebody else from their community finally came, supported me. They took them out. Imagine say we wasted another 3 hours in the other place. Now either the mama or the pikin for kpai. Because of mother-in-law statement, pikin never reach to come out. They force the pikin come out at 42 weeks, 41 weeks plus. Pikin never mature reach. Your pregnancy, then you dey carry your pikin 1 year. Mama na elephant you come born, you come be wey dey carry pikin 1 year. This lady, as I speak to you, that child turned out to be her only child, only son. And this lady that brought this story that made us gather here this evening, thank God she survived with her child. She did not indicate whether the baby is a male or female. You know, concern, and so far that pikin dey healthy, no deformity, no nothing. The trauma she went through the marriage. And another thing I want to say is that God bless every member of that family. I comot cap for una. God bless them, because most people that buy in their so-called situationship na family member. You won't come back here. In our family, we know they accept divorce. Manager, no marriage is perfect. In marriage, there are two things. Is either the man doesn't have, and you both are supporting each other, and not believing in one senseless belief. How if pikin wey pregnancy wey dem get through IVF na normal pikin, how pikin wey you got pregnant naturally without any medical assistance, because of say that pikin na through CS dem wan born, and e no come be normal pikin. No, I know na this, at this point I don't know that there is original and fake pikin. In other words, so many women that gave birth to through CS, their children na fake abi? Men, why? Dem do na come life? No be all men o. You know say in this life there are two types of men. There are men that is men, like the ladies, this my sister, the brother na men, the brother na odogu, but you see the husband na man. The husband is a man. I don't know what you have to say about this story. If this is to be your sister, did the brother overreact? Are you going to support her to remain in that situationship? Are you going to pull her out no matter the consequences? What is your opinion? I don't know who wants to come up. I can invite you up so that you share your mind and your opinion. You know, so I talk too much, I be parrot. But at the end of the day, let me see who can I send invite to. Sister Hadassah, good evening. Thank you so much for the star. Let me see if she can, if she's in a better place to. Today is Sunday. She'll be home, right? Let me see. Omo, I told the lady, I say, if not be say I don't marry and your brother don't marry, I for use my hand to toast and say, brother, beg, marry me. Will you marry me? But nyadeba. Some men are really senseless, so no be joke. No be joke. I no even understand. Real pikin and fake pikin. Which one is real? Which one is fake? This is because of the you don't want the world to laugh at you. Somebody she dey see herself, her energy don dey fail am. As in her strength, she was struggling for breath. She was struggling for breath. Why is it not accepting? Okay, she sent a request. She was struggling for breath. Why now? Allow the audience to ask for them. Aha, this one is accepted. This one can be accepted. Abimbola, good evening. So I don't even know. She was struggling for breath. She was struggling for breath, and she said she wants to try and give birth to the child. She doesn't want them to say she's not woman enough. In my former area, there in Ojo, a friend of mine just wasted her life. During her mental days, they told her that she doesn't have enough blood in her system. I don't know why this thing is not accepting people today. I just dey laugh here. I don't know why it's not accepting people today. I normally I set this thing. I can invite somebody. I've sent you invite and it's not working. They told you that you don't have enough blood to give that will sustain you during your delivering days. She didn't bother. Connection failed. Hey, yeah. Now, may we see what they okay. Add. The midwife told her from the onset that she doesn't have enough blood that will sustain her during her child delivering. She's already got 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. And she said, no problem. No problem. She continued. Sankechi, good evening. She continued, and at the end of the day, at the end of the day, this during delivery, the woman asked her if she, you know, these people that goes to maternity home. Some of the midwives, they are honest enough to tell them what they are capable of doing and what they are not. And this very woman told her that she cannot transfuse blood for her. She should go to hospital and take either 3 or 4 pints, 2 pints of blood or thereabout. Maybe it's Uncle Mark that doesn't want you guys to come up. Adoye, good evening, sir. Connection failed. Okay, so she did not. She did not go there. And on the day of the delivery, the woman asked her, were you able to take the pints of blood? And she said no, she did not. But let the midwife, let the nurse manage the blood she had in her and deliver her, that she and her baby will be okay. People of God, that lady did not come out of that delivery in her life. Along the line, they tried reviving the baby. Baby was already weak. They could not revive the baby. One. Secondly, the little blood that was left in her dried up inside her with the placenta. Placenta was not yet out. This is how we lost her. This is how she joined her ancestors, leaving her 3 little kids alone. And if say the husband that she even did this for, say that man, that one get head, e for better. e for better. Yeah, it's network. Now the lady is no more there. By the time they rush her to hospital, she was pronounced dead on arrival. All the blood, the little blood that she have left in her, have blocked with the placenta. And that baby, you were trying to give a man that does not appreciate gifts and blessings of God, two male and two female. God have blessed you with two girls and a boy. Even at the birth of that baby boy, it was a kind of, this ceremony of the birth of a king. But the girls was, thank God though, she don born. And when you indicated interest that you want to try for the fourth baby, and this man open his mouth to tell you wetin you wan born, make you go begin born this thing wey you dey born, and she ask wetin I dey born, say no be two girls dey here, wetin you wan born come wey no be girl again. E no go be me o, but if na me, you see at that point, if I have the opportunity, if I have the money, I will go and turn my womb upside down, so that no, even by mistake, even if my ancestor, even in the afterlife I jam that man, we no go fit make babies in the life, in the afterlife. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, the gender of that baby that took her life, nobody even know, because the baby follow am go. So the man is left with two girls and a boy wey she give am. News flash, how many years later that man have started a new family. So in my own humble opinion, my sister, I salute your effort, I salute your courage, I salute your courage. No matter what anybody is saying about it, I'm happy with your decision. And that your brother, like I've said before, I could remark, I could remember back then at the former place of work, if a woman come for delivery, some of their husband will run away off phone. I will just imagine, I don't understand. We brought ahead now so that they will not ask them for money. Abandon her nurse and doctor, and non-medical staff will be there, will be the one to pay for hospital bill. E dey happen now. There's this midwife on the social media. One midwife, a lady came to give birth. After giving birth, she abandoned the baby and ran away. Why some people are there crying for even if na one. God have mercy on me. So guys, I don't know, in this life and age now that where we dey, a man go come make you feel less of yourself, body shame you, make dem know say you no be woman enough. They gave you option of CS, no be say na emergency o. This one, no, from the onset the woman began to prepare herself. They did not even beg you to bring the money. They brought the money, you carry and go give your sister. For like how now? Like how they want to settle that kind matter? If na that one, na make they share soup, make everybody go buy, make everybody go find your own fufu or eba. I mean, I really, some people stay in such nonsense because of their family character, or what will the world say. Omo, when you what would the world can only say, my deepest condolence. That is what the world will say. But when you are alive, it's better to walk out broken than to be buried. So I don't know how you find my opinion, but this is my honest opinion. Sister, God bless you. So guys, the life no balance at all. Oh. Just leave your thoughts at the comment section. Sister Hadassah, good evening, good morning, good afternoon from your end. Thank you so much for the stars. Thank you, everybody. Abeg, na wetin carry me come here today? I no wan waste una time, make I no go begin talk with a sleepy eye. Thank you so much for always joining, and I am sincerely grateful. I know I couldn't even post today, but if I no share this story, like I said, I go dey sleep. I have a neighbor that was giving CS option. Pastor said nothing like CS. She should give birth through VG. Unfortunately, she and the child couldn't make it. Now God go punish that pastor. na God go punish that pastor. That pastor maybe all im children, thank you so much, maybe all im children na through CS dem born am, because I've been in organization whereby the leader of the organization, e dey do IVF take born, but e dey organize fruit of the womb program every now and then for im members. Now who dey deceive who? You go do IVF, you go come dey set fasting and prayer 6 to 6 for me, make I pray for fruit of the womb, and your wife dey go do IVF, two of una dey go do IVF. Who come dey deceive who? This pastor wey say make e no make God go do am. You see the blood of that baby, e go hunt am till e enter grave. Guys, may I leave una, make all of us go sleep. Thank you so much for joining. Sister Dasa, I will call you now, no off your I don't know where you are, but I will call you after this life. I swear the pastor don't know anything about medical life. You see the spirit of that baby, go hunt am till eternity. Even in the afterlife, e go hunt am. E go hunt am. See, a lot of people have been deceived through my pastor said. A lot of people don't buy. The lady that have got cancer, that have had cancer, because of what pastor said, she was afraid. Cancer be fibroid. The belly was bloated because of pastor. She refused to do the needful. Some pastors are the problem of what their members are passing through. Long, honestly, pastor na scam. Some pastors na scam, no be all. Abeg, good night everybody. If you stay here you know we'll come out here on time. Thank you all for joining. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye everybody.